Hi, welcome to my channel and welcome to the overall weekly reading. This is going to be from the 27th to the 3rd. So we're ending May, going into June. And I wanted to pull some cards, some tarot cards, energy cards. And quite honestly, I am so tired and so delirious that I'm mainly pulling these cards because I just want assurance and see that everything's going to be working out great, to the point where you cannot put out anymore. I almost feel like we have to come back to ourselves and almost recuperate over the weekends, because we've been putting out a lot. We've all been working really hard, and could have been feeling this moon energy a lot too, and the fluctuations with the weather. So it's to really take good care of yourself during this time. And I was actually pulled to bring in another stone for this week. So usually I have my usual 2 selenite crystals to balance and be very clear with my readings. And I always have my selenite heart crystal, helps me to be clear. The new crystal that I keep in my bedroom that's so special is this quartz crystal. And to me, it's almost in the shape of a heart. And this crystal, I have a lot of amethyst, but this is for self-love. And so that's what I use it for. And for some reason, they were saying pull this crystal for this week, because we are supposed to be experiencing profound love for ourselves with all that we're doing now and going forward with, and to drink this crystal in. So I don't know if you could see through this and the shape of this heart, but this is what you're supposed to feel deep within your soul going forward now, following your heart, being more in line with your heart, letting this fill you up with great love for yourself, for what you're doing, your life, and everything else. So I just wanted to show that. So let's pull some tarot cards and see what the week is going to be like. Ooh, geez, this card, that's really interesting. It crushed in my hand, so perhaps we're going to be feeling some success. That literally jammed my hand into that card for that to come out. So maybe that's what we're supposed to be feeling, that in the end there's going to be things to be appreciative and toast to almost. We might have completed something. We might be feeling some cause of celebration. And that's been coming up over and over again. So I don't know if you're working on something or, okay, wow, they're ready already. Okay, so for the 27th to the 3rd, what can we expect? Oh my gosh, no, you can't make this up. The sun, oh fabulous. Something told me to do this reading no matter how tired or delirious I was feeling. I've been working so hard, I've been feeling like I'm making my own time zone, like I'm in my own zone. You know, when you're in that zone of working in a hole and you're just like in a time warp. Let's see what this card was. Oh, yes, I'm telling you. Remember what I said, it's gonna be like a cause for celebration, like something is over, like you're toasting to something. The sun is shining, you're completing something. This is almost like a divine completion in something, an ending is something you might have been working on. Yep, probably been working on it really passionately as the Queen of Wands. The sun is shining on you. There was divine completion of something that was really in line with your passions. Either recently, or you'll see the culmination of it, whatever that word is, next week or this week, and you're celebrating it next week. But that's what's coming in here. You've been following your passions fully lit up, hopefully fully in line with your heart, which is why that crystal is here. And this has been coming up over and over, that we're following our heart and our insides and our divine passions coming back to us in a better, stronger, clearer way. And the sun is shining on that. And this is the divine completion. Wow, they're being really specific. I can't even get to the cut. Yep. Look at this. And we're juggling this all in the physical. We've actually gotten better at balancing everything that we need to. Also, completing this, we probably achieve deeper balance within ourselves. Talk about a deep message there that just came through. That something that you've been completing with your passions actually provides you with that balance that you need. That's another way to look at that card. And by doing so, it's expanding your world. Wow. You're almost like successfully juggling things. That's now you're looking at the next level, where you completed something and you're looking out further on how you can further expand. This is pretty amazing. And the sun is shining on this whole journey. Oh, geez, that almost hit me in the face. Oh, my gosh. And are you ready for this? Because we have the inner strength to do so. Wow, this is profound inner strength here. And something is making me, for some reason, zone in on this red thing right here. See this almost on our heart? I've never noticed this in this card before, ever. And this is probably why they asked me to bring this heart-shaped amethyst crystal and talk about deep love for yourself, because this is a new strength that's coming from that. I know it's hard to put into words, but this strength is not just the deep inner strength within ourselves, but the deep love that we found within ourselves that's giving us the strength to do this. The sun is shining on us divinely. We're completing something that's very passionate, enabling us to have further balance within ourselves and to seek out and expand our world. And there's profound strength in this. Profound strength that we've uncovered within ourselves, within our abilities. And we successfully are juggling it all and expanding our worlds right now. And this could actually be taking its toll energy-wise, which is why I'm exhausted. And we could be worried about this. That's what's interesting, is we could be worried about how things are going to turn out, or, you know, things causing us not to sleep well at night, which I'm definitely feeling. And let's see if we can get a clarifier of that. Or we could be up at night trying to strategize. Look at this. It came like around this card. We could be really keeping up at night. Like, how are we going to do this in the world? What are the next steps for us to expand our world? See how he's holding the globe, and it's almost like, okay, now he wants to go and advance and expand his world. How exactly are we doing this? We do have the strength here, but it could be keeping you up at night, planning, strategizing, trying to see the next 10 steps forward. And this could be draining you and sapping you. And also, don't let those old fears or insecurities or doubts pop up, because we did a lot of work. You can work through all that. You have the strength to get through any worries or things that you have to figure out through this journey. You know, it's nothing dire. Don't let that card scare you. It's just everything else is so positive and strong. And you have the strength internally, and you're getting an external support too, and strength too. So it's probably just trying to figure it out. Ooh. Oh my gosh, something fell around, and I can't even. Something flipped as I was doing this. Does it want to be seen? Sorry, I just want to see if this. Sometimes the card, one card flips and it doesn't fall; it just flips. I thought I saw that. I guess not. Okay, so let's clarify. What is these things keeping us up at night? How can we get out of this? I think it's the strength card. Oops. Okay, let's see what this is. Yeah. In the end, it's stability. We're creating happiness within the home. It's all worth it. So this is sandwich. The worry card is sandwiched between the strength and the happy home. So know that any worries or anything you're trying to figure out, or anything that's keeping you up at night, you're creating your stability and happiness here. You have the strength to do so. So this is kind of sandwich. What I'm saying is, at night, try and get more sleep. Try to not worry. Try to put those thoughts to rest. Almost postpone your thoughts. You'll figure it out. You have the strength to get through everything and create the stability for yourself. And I think it's more keeping you up at night strategizing, not so much as fears and things like that that card usually represents. I'm getting that it's being strategic in this card, in juggling it all, following your passions, that kind of thing. And in the end, you're creating this stability and happiness, and you have the strength to get through this strategizing and figuring it all out. And so let's pick one more card just to trump that Nine of Swords. Oh, two fell out to clarify that. I mean, you can't make this up. You have the Ten of Pentacles and the King of Wands. You're making it happen. That's the energy that's creating this Four of Wands. So this is nothing to worry about. You're following your passions. You have the strength to do so, and you're creating this abundance for yourself. And so you're expanding your world right now, and you're feeling very passionate to do that. So just take care. Make sure you have enough sleep, and give your mind a break sometimes. You might be overthinking, you might be over strategizing, you might be over, And you just got to take those moments to rest, and all in good time. And the sun is shining on your efforts here. So this is just an amazing week of accomplishments. That's what I feel. It's an amazing week of accomplishments with all this. Let's see what the energy is, and I think that's what we're all feeling. It's this. It's a powerful week for achieving things that are really in line with yourself, what you're truly passionate with, and this has been coming up recently. Ooh, let's see what this is. Patience. Interesting. This is what could be keeping us up at night too. It's like maybe things aren't happening as quickly. And in those spaces of times, don't let your insecurities or doubts or things pipe up here. Don't, have patience. We're supposed to have patience through this. It's really divine what's coming together here. Just stay your course. And it's been coming up before, go your own way. Just keep going your own way and have patience. Oops. Deceit. We're getting this again. Maybe this is what's coming out here. Let's see what's the other cards to clarify this deceit. Do I understand what this deceit? Magician in the mirror. Wow. Oh my God. I could cry and get tears in my eyes. This is explaining to me this in the other cards, because I was like, what is keeping us up at night? And this is so amazing that I hope I'm going to explain it correctly. Okay, let's start with this. When you're trying to manifest, right, down here, you're manifesting all these things, you're following your passions, you're looking to expand your world. They're telling you to have patience, because sometimes what happens when things aren't happening in the time frame that you desire, or in the steps that you naturally think should happen, in those moments of deceit in how you feel it should happen, or things like that, you start to lose faith almost in your capabilities and what you're achieving here. And you start thinking like, am I going the right way? Am I doing the right thing? Should I be doing this? And this is this card, you see. And but they're telling you not to lose faith, that you're the magician in the mirror, meaning, see how he has the fire and the water? It's like fire. It's you're passionately going out and forward, and the magician in the mirror, everything, I keep saying that especially with this moon energy that just passed. I don't even know how I can eloquently put into words what I'm feeling. I just got that almost moved me to tears. Was that you're being pushed to be you, and to be you and all of you and just you and all of you, back to you, doing the things that you love, that is an expression of you in your core, and so that it can be reflected back to you in your world. And it's almost like a new strength to do this, really. And that's what was coming up, passionately going forward on your dreams, passionately going forward to expand your world with the things that truly light you up, that you truly desire, that will create the happiness and stability that you desire. And in between there, between being patient with your strength and going forward doing this, between that and being the magician in the mirror, to have your stability and the happiness reflected back to you. That in-between time of that manifesting, right? Between being the magician, putting it out there, using all your tools, everything that's in your core and in the physical to manifest what you want, to have it reflected back to you. The in-between time is being reflected as deceit and this nightmare card, because in between of the manifestation that it takes, between you putting it out passionately, doing all the steps necessary, laying your emotions, your blood, sweat, and tears out there, it takes time for that to start reflecting back to you in the mirror. And then so in between that, you start getting kicked up with the deceit and this nightmare card of the fears and doubts, and like, is it going to manifest? Was I right to go in this direction? Should I followed my heart? Should I have been doing this? And the answer is yes, 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 because it's going to be reflected back to you. Absolutely. And it's going to provide the stability and happiness that you want. So this week, and as you're going forward, probably even beyond next week, as you're doing all this and accomplishing and expanding your world here as this King of Wands and creating this raining abundance on you, right? If it takes a while to figure out your next moves, or even to understand where it's going to manifest out there for you, in between, remind yourself that's just the play of the mind, the deceit of the mind. That's just these thoughts and things that kick up in the middle of the night that you're supposed to calm, almost as a mother would to a child, and remind yourself of your inner strength and abilities to achieve this Four of Wands, which is the stability of your passion. You built this with your passions here, the stability and happiness. It's your literally your passions laid out. And I think that's why. And they're saying, be patient. It's the be patient and trust your abilities, and everything you're putting out there will be manifested and reflected back to you. And keep in mind this amethyst heart. I don't know why. It's like, remember self-love for yourself. Maybe that will help calm down what's kicking up in your mind. And it's enough. It's enough. You don't have to spin on other things. You don't have to kick up old deceptive things. Can we get an overall energy? If we calm down this deceit and the nightmare, like, we're that magician in the mirror. We're creating that stability and abundance. Just keep going. Keep going. We have the sun shining on us, remember? Yep. You can't make this up. It's strategy. It's all strategy. Remember when I said that's what it is? That's what it is. We're strategizing here. Our next steps, how to expand, how to keep going on our passions, how to create the stability and abundance for ourselves. And in the midst of strategizing, calm down any overthinking and keeping you up at night, because sleep is important. Remember, you have the inner strength to get through this. Don't be deceitful about your abilities. If it takes patience for it to start manifesting back in the mirror and being reflected back to you, it's a time to strategize. It's a time to keep strategizing. So what happens? Let's get one more energy card. So as we're, oh jeez, yeah, you can't make this up. Strategizing. At the end, it's carrying connections. It's all working out. This is like carrying connections. There's carrying outcomes here. It's all working out. It's positive connections. I know the show's a couple. This isn't necessarily a love reading. This is probably more work oriented, or what you want to achieve in your life, like a deeper reading. But this is what you're strategizing. You're creating these caring connections, these caring agreements, these caring things that you want to manifest into your life. All the connections going forward to create, like, as you're strategizing. Where was that? The caring connections that literally will expand your world. That's going to, yeah, expand your world. That's what's coming up. Whew. I mean, like I said in my other readings, with this starting in June, going all summer, this is not going to be a summer where it pauses. Everyone's going to be really actively shape-shifted this summer. It's not like people are just going to be, I guess some people will just be sitting on a beach, but then they're not utilizing the energy, because this is amazing, transformational, expanding kind of energy, but in a way that it's truer to your soul, your core. And people are getting back to themselves. They've shed a lot, and now it's expanding upon what you've shed to get back to the core of your heart. You see what I mean? And going forward from that love, and that's the strategizing. That's the new creations that's happening here. And it's soon going to be reflected to you. Just have patience. Have patience. I almost don't even know what to, let's just go right to what spirit, loved ones want to say to us. Loved ones who have passed on, as we go forward into expanding our world now. Ooh, geez, you can't make this up. Oh my gosh. Continue to grow by seeking new knowledge. We applaud your efforts. Do you see that? Continue to grow, continue to expand. They're applauding your efforts as you strategize, as you go forward, as you say enough with what's going on in your mind or whatever, and you remain patient and you plant. It takes time when you plant those seeds for that to actually grow. And so they're saying continue to grow, continue. They're applauding your efforts, whatever you've been really working on. They're applauding you. Can we get another one? I love these messages. So, ooh, what's this? Oops, goes this way. Have you laughed today? Find your joy, lift your soul. Yeah. And, that also comes with, that's the advice, honestly, of the only two negative cards that we got in here. Where was that other one? This one. These two, this is about lifting your soul. I mean, that really is what it is, because especially when you're strategizing and going forward and you have all wand energy, I mean, you're really striving you're striving forward. You know, whenever this comes up along the way, just remind yourself to have fun and find your joy. In fact, I think I posted on my channel the joy prescription that they insisted I posted on my channel. The joy prescription, if you haven't seen it, definitely watch it. It's like a 2-minute video, honestly. It's about making, doing something every day to make sure you put in some joy. Oh, and another one that they recently made me put on, choose happy. And I know that sounds trivial, but they gave me this like happiness equation that I've been utilizing for the last couple of days. And so for joy and happiness message to come in, I guess they're really strongly reminding us that as we're striving passionately and going forward to achieve all these things, you know, that's a lot of work that we're doing. They're also really telling us to lift our spirit, to lift, add more joy, and just lift your head. Another message was like lift your head up. Was a weekly message also. It's like literally physically lift your head up, remind yourself to lift your head up and lift what's in your head up. You know, so if you ever, almost unconsciously, you don't realize when these doubts or like anything comes trickling in, just every time it does, just remind yourself you want to lift your thoughts up, bring in some more joy and happiness just for the sake of it. Especially when you're working so hard. This whole reading is wand energy. I've never seen anything like it. It's wands with a little interruption of swords, which can be expected because you're strategizing in your mind, figuring everything out in your next moves, but that's what it's been. I mean, this whole reading. So we're definitely, you know, reaching for the stars here. Oh, what's this? Huh. We rejoice when you find love. Love comes in unexpected ways. Yeah, so open up your heart a little bit. Let love come in. And it could be, you know, romantic love or just love from friends, from family, from the universe. Feel uplifted. Feel uplifted as you go because they want to show you some love too. I think we all need to feel some love in all ways. Oops, and one more. I can't get enough of it. You can't get this. Oh my God. Spread your wings and fly. We're proud of you. Oh, I'm so glad I picked more cards this time. Yes, spread your wings and fly. We're proud of you. And this kind of does feel like you're a butterfly again. You know, when you come out of the cocoon, it's so much work. You're tired, you're drained, but you got to keep going. You have to follow your heart, this internal nudge in your heart that's saying, yes, push, 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 go, go, go. Follow your passions. You got to expand and everything. And we're expanding our wings now. And that's the work that we're doing. That's what we're feeling. So spread your wings and fly. They're so proud of you. And keep that in mind as you follow your heart and follow your passions and achieving and strategizing and trying to expand your world. That is leading to stability and overall happiness. And spread your wings and fly because they're proud of you. And so that's the message. And I'll leave it at there because that's the best message. I just love that. Because you should feel like this butterfly. And what's interesting, this butterfly is like fire. You know, it's red. I don't really see red butterflies like this. And it's so in line with the wand energy of this reading. So feel like fire flying. Like, it's hard to put into words, but this is like wand energy in a butterfly. So as you passionately go forward, spread your wings and fly. They're proud of you. Just keep doing that. Follow your passions. Let it fly you where it's meant to. And it's all divine. This is really interesting too. They're asking to pull it. It's all divine. Remember that. The sun is shining on you. So whatever kicks up, whether it's in your mind, your head, from over strategizing, hold on to this image. The sun is shining on you as you are this butterfly full of fire flying forward, trying to expand your world. And that's what it's really about. Have a fabulous week and a fresh start to June. Take care. Bye-bye.